a beastly GSXR 1000, and an even better story behind it.
Emotional story, Robert Brandt lost his son to veteran suicide. Now he gets the message out, stop soldier suicide.
Wait till you get a close look at this bike. Off the airplane and 300 miles north to Samoa. We get to see the Golden Gate Bridge and some other spectacular sights to get to this drag strip on the beach. And do they have cool trophies here or what? It's not the Wally, it's the Woody. If you think the trophy's cool, wait till you get a load of this Gixxer. It is Robert Brandt. It is one of the coolest GSXR 1000s with nitrous that we've ever seen. Tell me about this awesome motorcycle.
Well, it started out as a little project, $2,700 from Ken Kobe.
The Chopper Man.
The Chopper Man. Bought the bike, did a little bit of changes. Perry went over some stuff with me and we made it very rideable and consistent. Some nitrous, a swing arm, I put a cut oil pan on it, lowered it, I don't know, Brock's pipe. I mean, we put some money into it and she runs like it.
What's it like to ride this motorcycle, especially when the nitrous kicks in?
If you can keep the front wheel on the ground, it's fun.
And with a whole lot of nitrous and no wheelie bar, keeping that front tire down can be a real challenge. As Brandt dials in this weekend for a big money shootout at Samoa.
I'm sure.
It's interesting. I'm still learning, so it's still new to me. Learning the bike and what it does. And when you hit the button, it's definitely puts you in the seat a little bit.
What's been the most difficult part of the maintenance on this motorcycle? Been a lot of rebuild process, or has it been pretty consistent, pretty bulletproof?
No, it's Perry. Perry Paw's the man. Perry's been my mentor and helping me out, and he's got this bike dialed in. I'm just learning on the bike. Like right now, I'm out here on the West Coast, and I'm calling this morning. Why is the bike doing this? Well, what's up with that? And he's like, well, you're running 8-month-old fuel. What do you want? So I'm learning.
Race fuel, at least, not this 87 ethanol fuel that would have been probably syrup by now.
Well, it would have ran better. Who knows out here? I don't know. I can't say anything. I don't know all the specifics like that, but yeah, the fuel is a C16 and it's been in there since November, probably September last year when I ran Man Cup, and the bike's been sitting. I've ridden it a couple times around the house, but I wanted to get out here to a track and just get some laps in and see what we got. Wasn't too excited yesterday, but I'm going to get a couple warm-ups today before the shootout. Hopefully I can get a number to dial in at.
Welcome to the West Coast. Let's see how we can do.
Yes, thank you, Jack, and appreciate you coming out here, and let's have a good day today.
And big thanks to James Serber for putting up the money and keeping motorcycle drag racing alive on the West Coast. This is such a cool event and such a unique track.
And guys, I always say on my videos, get here if you can. It's an experience. I know it's far, but this is what makes this track so unique. There's the starting line. Here's the finish line. Yes, a sand trap like we see at all drag strips, except this one is natural. That's the Pacific Ocean right there. It's a vacation spot and a drag strip all in one.
Another Gixxer. We're going to check back in with Robert in a second, but yes, if you love GSXRs, this video is for you. This one, old school, 1991. We got to get the story on this machine they call bipolar.
Hey, this video all about the love for the GSXR. This one, an 1100, really old school, yes. 91.
91.
First off, what's your name?
Scott Simpson.
Where are you from?
Redding, California.
Tell me about this motorcycle.
I've had it for about 15 years, and I just went in and rebuilt it. Lost all my stuff in the campfire, and it was the only thing I had left. And so I just went and put all my time into it after work and just built her, and here we are.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, but I'm glad this motorcycle has lived on. What's it like to ride this thing?
It's awesome. It is a blast. It just takes off, and yeah, she's a blast.
So naturally aspirated, we got Vance and Hines pipe. What other features? What other?
I got a big bore kit in it, 1347.
1347, okay.
Yeah, she runs on 91 octane, and she's all straight gas.
Awesome, man. Good luck.
So thank you.
You never know what you'll see at Samoa.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Just normal stuff you'll spot at Samoa Drag Strip. Place an old airstrip. They do a lot out here.
Who's more fearless, the riders or this guy? Anyhow, it's heating up. Take a look at that track temperature. Just a couple more time runs, and then it's time for eliminations. Simpson out of Redding, California is off. Guys, if you ever had an old school Gixxer, let us know in the comments. We want to hear about it. And he's dialed in. Here comes Robert. Certainly an amazing motorcycle with an even more amazing story. More on that here in just a little bit, but we certainly commend Robert. Everything he's been through, he finds peace on his motorcycle. Throttle therapy, as we like to call it. Sure is a cool bike with some spray, some go juice, some NOS. I want to know down below how many people want to take this thing for a ride. I'd like to give it a try. I think Robert found something because he looks like he has blasted off. He picks up a bunch of ET here. A much better run for him.
Robert, as you alluded to, this motorcycle is all for a good cause. Every time you come up, I try to show the back of your leathers. Stop, soldier, suicide. Explain to me how you got hooked up with such a great cause here with Mission 22.
It's actually by ignorance. My kid took his life, and I didn't know nothing about these organizations. I had no clue 22 soldiers were taking their lives a day. And because of COVID, since March of 2020, it's pretty much gone up to about 28 a day. Our veterans are just not getting the help they need, and these organizations are out there. And if I could have suggested that to my kid or reached out to one of these organizations and they could have reached out to Riley, maybe the outcome would have been different. Can't say that, but I want to push these organizations because I didn't know about them, and I feel they can help people. They're free for the veterans. They're run mostly by veterans and doctors and people who want to help our warriors, and that's the problem. Everybody wants to help them when they go overseas, and yeah, they need all the help, but when they come home and there's nobody there for them, and it's a whole different world than what they've just been taught and been living for the last 4, 10, 8 years, whatever, we need to help them here, and these organizations are for that. And that's what I want to promote. It's what I want to do. And the PTSD and the TVI and the stuff that's going on with our veterans, it's just out of hand. And everybody needs to put a hand in and give help.
Well, amen. We're going to help you promote, my friend. And I think your son's got the best seat in the house. And he's very, very proud of you. Good luck rest of the day on this awesome machine.
I actually got him on this bike now. I had him on the big bike, but we got a picture of Riley on this bike. And I added some stickers from the mission that we're trying to take to the NHRA. And wish us luck.
Very cool. Wish him
Thank
luck,
you, Jeff.
guys. Let's get the word out. A couple great bikes over here. We got the Kawasaki KZ looking to do some damage today. We also have the Kawasaki ZRX. Love this bike. Eddie Lawson replica paint, and check out my man giving Cycle Drag some love. I appreciate it. He's a multi-time Wally winner trying to get some shifting issues straightened out.
And here we go. It's time for first round of eliminations. Brandt trying to make the 14-hour drive from Lake Havasu pay off. Some of the toughest West Coast racers are here. Brandt draws the ZRX. Brandt away. The ZRX encounters problems. Brandt headed for victory. Top end of the racetrack. Wind light coming on for the GSXR. Brandt cruises on to round 2. Will Scott Simpson make it to round 2? Oh, bad news. Simpson goes red. The KZ, once owned by NHRA Pro Stock motorcycle racer Jerry Savoy, will take the win here on the West Coast.
Well, I can tell it's a drag strip on the beach. What's your name, young lady?
Tracy.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I am from Humboldt County.
How about that? Right here, guys. We are on the beach. Can you tell? It's a racetrack, and there's the Pacific Ocean. Also, one thing I want to touch on, your dad, an NHRA legend. He used to be the crew chief for Don Prudhomme.
Yes, sir.
You got racing in your blood. What was it like growing up like that?
Growing up in the pits and hanging out in the pits at all the races in Southern California and anywhere I could go when I was a kid. It was quite the experience. Something I took for granted when I was a kid, but now it's like, wow, what I was really a part of, and all the people that I know and the people I hung out with now are crew chiefs. I mean, Jimmy Prock and Dickie Venables, people that I knew growing up that worked for my dad, and the Prock family and all them. I mean, Austin's driving. I mean, what can you imagine the family of NHRA and what it does? And that's why I'm hoping to get our mission out there, hoping to get a team out there and field it here pretty soon. Stop Soldier Suicide Mission 22 is on my back, and hoping we can take a national and do something to help somebody.
Here we go, second round. The only bad news for Robert is he drew Ed Bradell, one of the toughest racers out here, side by side. Oh, Robert gonna lose a close one, but nonetheless, a great weekend for him.
Hey, we knew we had some Cycle Drag followers far and wide. Are you telling me you guys from Colombia?
Colombia.
What's your name?
Andres.
Nice to meet you. And
Israel.
Mako Mike.
you're from the
Eureka,
States. We know
California.
you. How about you?
Sergio.
And
Jose.
what do you guys think about motorcycle drag racing in the States?
Crazy, man.
What's it like over in Colombia compared to this?
Oh, you guys have so much power in it.
Too much horsepower.
Yeah.
Too much horsepower. Well, thank you guys. Enjoy the show. You guys are on CycleDrag.com. Share some sights leaving this place. Sure is beautiful. And the redwoods headed home. Amazing. What a view, huh? Through the redwoods. This makes the drive go a little smoother. Always want to share this stuff with you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you like that video, here's another one for you. Subscribe right in the middle, and you know if there's anything fast motorcycles, we're in. Cycle Drag rolls on.